All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome. It is the day after UFC 307. Today was the most dead that I ever felt after a card ever. I don't know if it's just because I didn't sleep that much Friday night into Saturday. If you go back and watch my full card post-fight, I'm like hunched over. At one point, my eyes start falling asleep in the middle of the full card post-fight. If you haven't checked it out, I did my best. I was like dead tired. Dead tired. I did not leave my room today until about 3 p.m. I went to bed about 7. I woke up for a little while around like 11-ish, 10, 11-ish. Was up for about an hour or two. I was so dead. I felt like, damn, this really might be it. I really thought like I might die today. I felt that much like shit. Let me go back and click on my post fight. Well, hold on. Let me mute this. I remember feeling like straight up shit. Like I'm just falling further down in my chair. At one point, I swear I remember my eyes closing and they almost didn't open back up. Like I'm on Pennington Pena right now, just clicking through. My eyes are almost shut. I'm telling you, I felt some pretty shitty days. Today was one of the most brutal days that I ever felt after a card. It was straight up insanity. But I posted my takeaways. I got some rest, posted some takeaways, and here I am now. I'm back. I figured, you know what? I like going live on Sunday nights. Sunday nights are usually good. A lot of people are interested in it. Usually there's not a lot of new content out. For some reason, I just noticed my thumbnail for my stream is messed up. I don't know why this happens to me. I don't know why this. Can anybody let me know if they saw the right thumbnail or not? For some reason, the thumbnail's not right. Let me see if I can fix it. YouTube's messed up. Yeah, I just tried to fix it. I just re-added it. All right, it's fixed on my end. No notification, yeah. Who knows what's going on? YouTube's been acting a little funky for me lately. I noticed there's definitely not notifications being sent out as much as normal. I don't know if that happens to be with the demonetization stuff that's going on or what. But hopefully at some point notifications get sent out. I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much. It is what it is. If it's like somehow the stream's completely destroyed, we'll just end the stream and restart it. I'm not going to go for that long anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I seen a lot of people complaining last night about my take on Aldo versus Mario Bautista. So we can talk about that if you guys want to. But yeah, and there's something wrong with Discord too. I noticed Discord doesn't have notifications anymore either. Let me see. That one came through on there. Oh, Fry's already posted it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube recently, for me at least. I don't want to be one of these people that I'm being buried. But yeah. I don't know what's going on. So Rountree got KO'd by Walker but took flush hooks from Alex. I think it's the gloves, man. I really think it's the gloves. That's what it seems like. Talk about Jamal Hill yawning. I'm probably going to make a whole entire video on it just because Jamal Hill's so annoying. He's the most unlikable fighter on the entire roster. And for once, well, not even because originally I was, but I'm actually on the right side of the MMA fan base for a change. I wasn't initially, but now I am. Jamal Hill's so insufferable. He's so annoying. I just want him to get brutalized in every fight from here on out. Jamal Hill may be my least liked fighter on the whole roster at this point. Like, dude's like, is anybody looking at me? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, shut up. Joe, I know your video you said they thought Batista won. Did you go back and watch it, change your mind? I watched it twice before I even made that video. And, I mean, I thought Batista clearly won. I think Batista clearly won. I don't care what anyone says. People are like, Joey, you're just going against popular opinion. I genuinely did not realize that many people thought that he got robbed. If you thought Aldo got robbed, stop watching the sport then. So, yeah, Joey's the shirt going to be worn for that said video? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Then people are going to complain, Joey, you just... Well, you know what's funny? I will never stop talking about this. When I initially started saying how delusional Jamal Hill was, that was my least popular opinion in the channel's history. By the way, actually, let me start this off with this. I meant to say this right off jump. Carrie, he's a member of the channel. Carrie, I just saw the email a little bit earlier today. Thank you for the $50 donation, bro. Thank you for the $50 donation, Carrie. Carrie said, let me read his message he sent me. I need a bit of cheering up, Joey. Not easy with this card. Even the dogs are asleep. Yeah, so hopefully if you watch this stream later or you're watching now, hopefully this cheers you up. That was one of the reasons that I decided to go live when I saw that message. You sent me that last night, unfortunately, and I didn't see it till now. That was 11 o'clock last night you sent that to me. I'm sorry that I didn't see it. I turned on email notifications on desktop for important messages only. So hopefully now if I get any PayPal donations, it pops up on my desktop now is what I'm hoping for. That way I can at least thank you immediately, you know. I don't know if I can turn on notifications specifically for PayPal emails, but I don't know. We're going to see. I think it's possible that this will work now because I'm not getting like a bunch of spam emails and I have only notifications turned on for important emails. But yeah, I can tell notifications didn't get sent out for YouTube. We got 30 people in here right now. It's crazy. YouTube's bugging lately for sure. Jamal Hill has no self-awareness for how he's being perceived by the fan base. He's ruining his career. He's insufferable. He's annoying, man. I would have won that fight if it wasn't for Herb Dean and them meddling kids. Yeah, shut up, bro. Shut up. I'm so tired of Jamal Hill already. So, Jamal Hill, already read that. Jamal Hill smokes Rountree. My last name does not make me biased. I don't know. Thoughts on Dana saying Aldo was robbed? Did he outright say that? I didn't hear him say that, but I didn't watch it all. Alex really talked about heavyweight to avoid Ank. Listen, I'm telling you right now, my feeling right now is Pereira versus Ankalaev never happens, and it'll be a stain on Pereira's resume forever. I don't care what anyone says. YouTube doesn't want... Look, even if Ankalaev beats Rockage and it's a close fight, they'll say, oh, he went too close with Rockage, even though Rockage is literally a hard matchup. Rockage is a harder matchup than Rountree. Rockage is a harder matchup than Yuri, in my opinion, as well. I don't care that Yuri beat Rockage. Look what Rockage was doing to him prior to that. How long do you think Pereira's off for? My guess is he'll sit out until Ramadan starts, and then he'll come back. He said in the post-fight conference, stalling should not be points taken away, not engaged in fight. Yeah, Jose Aldo should be point deductive for just chilling with his back on the cage. I agree. It's embarrassing, man. The same type of conversation happened after Usman Jorge Masvidal won. People were like, Usman's just clinching. Okay, well, the earnest is on the opponent to get the hell out of that position, but you don't have the skill to. So, yeah. I don't know anymore. I'm just telling you, I feel the way about Pereira and Ankalaev as I do McGregor Chandler. I just don't feel like it's ever going to happen. I feel like the UFC is going to make some excuse. The fans are going to run along with it. And that's it. At least Usman was doing something unlike Mario. Mario, the only round in which Mario stalled against defense was in the third round. And he got Aldo down to a knee twice within that 2-minute period. So, it is what it is. It's unfortunate the third round was garbage. That's true. But to act as if he stalled, that was actually an entertaining fight. The first 2 rounds were entertaining. Mario was walking him down, throwing haymakers and landing in the first 2 rounds. Did you pick Yuri against Pereira? Yes, I did. Yep, I'm an idiot. Horrible picks on that one. Rockage definitely a harder... Yeah, the way I see it is Ankalaev's defending his belt against Rockage at 308. Ankalaev is the uncrowned champ. And again, I said this in my recent video, it's not about liking or disliking Ankalaev. It's about the fact that Pereira-Ankalaev is a banger matchup. That's the matchup I want to see. And how the hell is there a gnat in my house right now? On my light over here. I don't know how the hell that happened. So, holding someone against the fence with no strikes or submission attempts isn't scored unless the damage is equal. Fair enough. Who said that wasn't? I never said that wasn't the case. The good thing, Mario did more damage in every single round, in my opinion. Who should Azamat Murzakanov fight next? I'm pretty sure he already has a fight, but I don't remember against who. Joey, did you see Rosenstruck's post? I think he's going to fight Sergey Pavlovich. That makes a lot of sense. I did not see his post. Well, I'm assuming he teased the fight. Joe, I thought about the cuts video today, and we haven't had one in forever. Yeah, I should have made one for this card. It's the full card predictions that do me dirty, dude. But at some point, I will make a triumphant return with the cuts videos. What I need to do is maybe start doing a one a month and just save it for like the worst of the worst. Imagine a world where Stipe or Jones withdraws from their fight and the other refuses to face Tom Aspinall. Poatan steps in to fight Aspinall and ultimately becomes heavyweight champion. That'd be insane. Mario trains at Tim's gym and are best friends. Tim's is saying Mario deserves a title shot and isn't boring. Called Marab boring. Tim Welch. Is that who you're saying? I didn't like the decision, but the Pennington fight was a legit robbery. I thought Pena won the first 3 rounds, so I disagree. Krylov versus Mirzakhanov, who wins? Probably, I'll say Mirzakhanov. Yep, Tim Welch. Well, Tim Welch is an idiot then. But Mario is not boring. If you thought those first 2 rounds were boring, just get out of the sport. Flat out, get out of the sport. The fans are getting worse and worse. The fans are genuinely getting worse and worse. They want to dictate every fight style. They just want modified kickboxing, basically. Just change the UFC to kickboxing. Let's just change the name to KFC at this point. Kickboxing Fighting Championship. So, Tim Welch watched the Mario fight and said he's doing amazing is what he needed to do. Exactly. But he said Marab is doing no damage. Yeah, of course, Tim Welch is a hypocrite. Yeah, I don't think Mario got removed from the roster. I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's going to happen. That's just a bullshit rumor if you actually did see that. If you actually did see that, that's just a bullshit rumor. Tim legit did. He did not say Mario deserved a title shot. I just don't get how you can think Mario didn't put on a decent performance. I just don't get how you can think that at all. It makes no sense. Dude was literally bashing Aldo's brains in the first round. Landing big shots on Aldo. He was mixing in the clinch to throw Aldo, to have Aldo think about something else. So, it is what it is. Chad Hero with the 199. How does Buckley versus JDM and Usman go? I got him in both. That's a great question. That is a great question. I think that Buckley probably gets chinned by JDM, but could win. And probably loses to Usman, but I could see him beaten. I don't think it's a blowout for either one. I wouldn't be confident in either guy against Buckley. But I lean JDM and Usman in both those fights. But I could see Buckley winning both those fights as well. Thank you for the 199. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. I appreciate it. Especially when YouTube's trying to censor me. They're trying to keep the man down. They're trying to bury me in the algorithm. They're shadow banning me. Now, something really is going on with notifications, though. But it doesn't matter. Here we are. Yeah, Mario's on a 7-fight win streak. I've been a big believer in Mario for a while. I got some ice in my mouth. Sorry about that. Buckley gets worked by Marty. Maybe. Told me a year ago Buckley would even have a chance against Usman or JDM. I would laugh. Agreed. You know what's crazy, though? When Buckley stepped in on short notice against Kevin Holland, I remember thinking that night that Buckley was really good. I remember thinking the night. It's crazy because I think Holland's an actual scrub. Buckley would beat Holland in a rematch. Did you see Salty Hill's reaction? When is it coming out? Him yawning? Yes. I might record that tonight, and depending on how quickly I get it done, I might release it. It's only going to be a quick video. It's just going to be Hill being... I might play a couple old clips of Hill being delusional, play him reacting, play Pereira's reaction to that. Maybe show Hill's Instagram comments, because Hill's a clown, man. He's just a clown, deserves to be called out as such. He's so unlikable, man. He's so unlikable. No problem, bro. Go to content. Thank you, man. Start a podcast with Kevin Ollie, maybe. Maybe one day. I don't know. I'm not big on like collabs. I'm not big on this and that. I got an idea. I have a general idea for 50K that I might have a very special guest on here that I already have kind of somewhat confirmed they're down. But we'll see. We'll see. That could be 6 months away for all we know anyway. You know, I don't know. I thought 30K we'd already be there by now, but I slowed down over the past week. So, hold on. What? Ariel Helwani, Michael Chandler. I don't know. I really don't know if it would win. Shot one takedown and gets brutalized by leg kicks. That's why I don't know if Ank would win either. People act like I'm confident that Ank would win. But I don't know why people say that. I don't know, dude. Ankalaev striking is underrated. He could chin Alex. I would pick Ankalaev probably. Think there's a reason you slowed down now. It just happens sometimes. This is how it's worked since the beginning of my channel's inception. There'll be these really big like boom periods, and then it'll slow down a little bit compared to the massive explosion. You know what I mean? It'll never go back down to the original level. And it's only been it's been 1 week. Last week there wasn't much content. This week there wasn't a big event. The event wasn't that big. Either way, you know, we gained about 300 subs in the last week or so. We've gotten 200,000 views in the last week or so. Revenue's good. Watch time's crazy good. The last 28 days is insane. The revenue I made for September is the most revenue I've ever made in the history of my channel for September. So hopefully we can beat it in October. I would love to beat it in October, but I don't know. It's going to be hard. It'd probably be around the same. Usually it doesn't drop off. It continually improves or stays about the same. But it's been going up consistently all year long to the point, I can't believe it. So usually, like, if it has a big uptick, then what it'll do is it'll keep going up, or sometimes it might just plateau for a month or two and then go back up again. I've never had like a sharp decrease ever in the history of the channel. I've never had like a sharp decrease, but maybe that's this month. You never know. So thank you guys for watching all the videos. Rockage was knocked out in his last 2 fights. I don't see any way he can defeat Ankalaev. Dude, Rockage only really got KO'd in his last fight, and he was dominating before that. I know pure wrestling accomplishments don't always translate to MMA, but noticeable how light heavyweight and heavyweight always had good D1 wrestlers like DC, Kane. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me that nobody at light heavyweight's willing to grapple. DC would destroy Pereira in his prime, or even on his way out. He would probably be licking his lips at Pereira right now. Jones would wreck Pereira. It'd be an easy win for Jones against Pereira as well. Joey, could you beat a scrub Kevin Holland? No. No, I would not. He'd probably sub me. I think Ank will end up standing too much. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I just want to see the fight. I don't care who wins. Yeah, Jan was losing and got a leg injury win. It is what it is. Still a loss, but it's not like he got knocked out. I would pick Rockage to beat Pereira right now. People would laugh me out of the building. I would pick Rockage to beat Pereira. So, what's crazy about Kevin Holland is they're always hyping up Kevin Holland. It drives me nuts, man. Rogan said, "Oh, I'm waiting on a title run. I'm waiting on a title run. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm waiting on a title run. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense." So. Kevin Holland's just long with power. Pause. Yeah. Do you think the ref should have been stopped before Junior's eye got that bad? It all happened. It all happened in a span of like a minute, so it could have been. But nah, I think it was fine. Bro, Alex just had an amazing performance. Why do you think everyone just destroys him? I don't think they destroy him. I never said that. Dude, he beat Khalil Rountree. Johnny Walker beat Khalil Rountree more impressively. Dustin Jacoby beat him more impressively as well. Could you make a video exposing the hypocritical Dana White trashing other while he making UFC a joke with undeserved title fights and pushing bums? Maybe. I don't know what I'm up to recently. I got predictions to work on. I got a lot of stuff to work on. So we'll see. We shall see. Rountree legit beat Pereira if it was a 3-round fight. That's actually true, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's a 5-round fight. So. Yep. If I had it my way, I would like to see Joe Rogan out. MMA Joey in for Rogan. I can honestly say I completely dislike Rogan, especially hearing his croaky voice. MMA Joey in for Rogan. I don't know about all that, but Rogan's horrible, man. I've been saying he's horrible for years. Go back. I probably have a video from 2 years ago saying Rogan's trash. Rogan's trash. And people are like, oh, for some reason, you're just biased against Rogan. Rogan knows more than you'll ever forget. Hold on one second. Amazing to me would have been Pereira outclassing Khalil. I thought that he would. I really thought that he would. Khalil just surprised me. Yeah, I know nobody got notifications for this stream. I could tell right off jump. That nobody got notifications for the stream. It's annoying because YouTube's been kind of screwing me recently. I've been getting demonetized on like every video, only to appeal it and have it fixed. But then they don't fix my ratings because I rated it as should be monetized. They rated it as shouldn't be monetized. So now I have to wait every time for them to grade it before I can release it. That's annoying as hell. Drives me nuts. So YouTube's really screwing me recently. So it is what it is. Nothing I can do now. Crazy that because of Jan Ankalaev robbery, Hill is considered a UFC champion. Facts. Hill should never even been a champion. YouTube's out to get you. Why don't you elevate off of losses as a general rule? What are some examples of someone like Khalil doing that and then losing? Alexander Gustafsson is one of the first times that I really truly realized it. He was never really that good. Don't get me wrong. He was a good fighter. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. People take that the wrong way. But the amount that people elevated him, including myself, was wrong. Colby Covington's another guy. Got elevated off the Kamaru. I already had my rule in place before then. Got elevated off Kamaru Usman loss. Losses. Never, ever lived up to how good people acted like he was. And the reason I don't elevate guys off of losses is because the other guy could just have an off night. And just because you were competitive against him doesn't prove that now you're like the elite of the elite. You know what I'm saying? Like O'Malley theoretically shouldn't have been elevated off of Petr Yan, but to an extent you could, and technically he won. But you could be like, okay, well, he's never fought anyone, and now he fought Yan, and he at least had some moments. But look how much O'Malley got elevated off of that should have been lost against Yan, and how did that work out for him? You know what I mean? But there's so many guys that have been elevated off of losses, and you just can't elevate off of losses. I'm telling you, you just can't say, oh, this guy looked good, but he lost. It's just not the way it should work. In some cases, you can still like factor it in, but to act like all of a sudden, because this guy had a close loss to somebody else. I mean, look what happened to Volkanovski. People elevated him off a loss to Islam, and what happened in the short notice fight that he should have never taken. I mean, there's countless examples of this. There's probably more than I'm not even thinking of right now off the top of my head. But you elevate these guys off of losses, and usually you end up overhyping them. Gustafsson was the first guy I learned that on. I elevated him. I'm like, Gustafsson's amazing, man. He fucking was competitive with John Jones. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think he was that good up until that point. And look, where did his career really take him after that? He never really reached the expectations that were set for him. He was overhyped. You know what I mean? Steve Erceg is another example. Look. And I didn't fall for that one. See, I didn't fall for that one because sometimes I'm like, I want to fall for it so bad. Steve Erceg loses to Pantoja. People are hyping him up because, it was close. Some people even claiming robbery. What happened to him against Kai Kara France? I mean, there's a million examples. Dominic Reyes, great examples, Hypa. So nobody ever says that in the MMA landscape, but that's a general rule I've had for a while. You can go back and probably first like 3 months of my channel, I probably said it in a video. We can't elevate these guys off of losses. It's just a general rule, and it happens all the time. Elevation from a loss. Elevation from a loss. Elevation from a loss. So, Drickus coach said social media diva Sean Strickland ain't getting a title shot. From the interview with Submissive Radio, I saw that. I'm probably going to do a whole entire video on it. Gilbert Burns after Chimaev got a lot of hype. Exactly. Exactly. I like Alex, but do you think that this is the most tailor-made champion ever? This guy went on 2 title runs and 3 defenses facing strikers only. Yeah, it has been. Do you think O'Malley is hype and can't make it? Do you think O'Malley is hyped and can't make it? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean. Joey, this year, main card apart, 300 and 298 have been letdowns. Agree? I don't know what you mean by that. Hold on 1 second. I mean, is O'Malley overhyped or can he make it back to the belt? I think he's overhyped. I don't think he'll make it back to the belt. He'll probably get another title shot. I don't think he'll win the belt back. So, yeah. But he got hyped up. Now, in his case, he really got hyped up from the KO over Aljo, which fair enough, he kind of did deserve that. Dana returned the favor to Ige, putting him on the main card 308. They moved him up too. I swear on my life, they want to bury Magomed. They moved him up. Let me go take a look. I think he's like 3rd fight on the card now, feature fight. Yeah. Lerone Murphy, Dan Ige above Magomed Ankalaev versus Rakic. Three weeks until 308. I know I'm hyped. O'Malley was the producer of the whole new social media influencer fighter things, maybe. You're a warrior, Shug. You're a warrior, Shug. Joey, I know you don't like boxing, but you need to watch Bivol versus Better Biev. What is it, pay-per-view? You're a warrior, Shug. You're a warrior, Shug. Joe, I know you don't. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. When is it? I don't even know when it is. I don't even know who they are. Check the pictures I posted in random. What are the pictures? Yeah, I know. Has wins over people in the mad people in the top 15 and has a draw against somebody in the top 5 who he should have beat. Do you order UFC pay-per-views? I do. I've been ordering every pay-per-view for ages. Dana White's really killing the sport. I know. He really is. What's crazy is Pereira versus Ankalaev's a banger. It's a straight-up banger. Alex is going to take a break and conveniently come be during Ramadan just to say Ankalaev is ducking him again. He's going to take a break and conveniently come. Yeah, that's what I think as well. How much do you think elevation played a factor in the fights? I think it always plays a factor to a certain extent. To a certain extent. I mean, I don't know. You know, I think Mario Bautista fatigued in round 3 because of it. Alex Magomed at 315, Maine, Brazil. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Pat Matthews, thank you for the 99 cents. Pat Matthews, thank you for the 99 cents. Did you think Batista won? Yeah, I thought it was pretty clear that Batista won. Who do you got, Max or Ilia? I got Ilia. I've been a big believer in Ilia. I didn't pick him against Volk, but I've been a big believer in Ilia for a long time. I always thought Rumble Johnson would have beat John Jones. Well, from the DC fights, he would have never beat Jones. Jones would have wrecked him. It's sad we never got to see that, though. This year, main card fights have been shit apart from the UFC 300. UFC 300 ruined the whole year. If I'm being honest, UFC 300 ruined the whole year. But it's also a combination of Dana just kind of ruining the sport in general. It sucks. It sucks. So, it is what it is. I can't wait for 308, though. I'm so hyped for 308. You think Alex could beat Ankalaev? 100% Alex could beat Ankalaev. Ankalaev struggles with leg kicks. I mean, Jan was landing some nasty leg kicks. Dana really isn't that good at matchmaking. I don't even think he does any matchmaking. He just tells him, don't make this fight. We want to protect this guy. UFC 300 ruined plenty of potential fights, yeah. I know Joey personally works for Amazon delivery, okay? Next weekend I'm helping corner some debutantes, Joey. Should I hit him with it? It's almost over. It's almost over. You got this. You're a warrior. I would also say breathe. Breathe. We're almost through with this. It's going to be over soon. Aldo versus Batista was dumb matchmaking. I went off in my takeaways video. I said, why the hell are we making this matchup anyway? I didn't think of Cruz in my video because I always imagine Cruz is retired. But that's actually a good matchup as well. Fries commented on it saying Cruz. I think they should do Aldo versus, either a rematch of an interesting stylistic clash, or maybe O'Malley, or maybe Cruz, or maybe, someone else. Even at 145 would be interesting. 308's mad until the last 2 fights, and that 308's crazy good. Joe saw Connor's tweet after 307. Which one? He was shitting on Kevin Holland, but which other one? The matchmaking has gotten way worse. The most random stuff. Yeah, they're ruining the sport. Garbrandt versus Aldo. Do a guest interview with Nina Drama. Yeah, I'll have her on for sure. She's already coming on next week. So anticipate that. Ilia building a fight with Islam for next year. Dude, Islam would beat up Ilia, I think. Jan destroys Figgy. Agreed. Joe makes great MMA content. Nina is not an MMA journalist writer. I was being sarcastic. Do you think Rockage beats Ankalaev? No, but it's very possible. Rockage is super dangerous, man. People don't give Rockage enough respect. I picked him to be champion by the end of 2023. Unfortunately, he wasn't, obviously, but Rockage is that good. He's like championship caliber. He's big. He's strong. He's got really technical kickboxing. He's super well-rounded. He's good in the clinch. He's good with takedowns. Good top control. I remember when he destroyed Anthony Smith when Anthony Smith was still good. They should do Jose Aldo, Cody Garbrandt, Jose Aldo, Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo versus TJ Dillashaw when TJ Dillashaw returns from his PED hiatus. Yeah, I mean, I think all of those are good matchups. I wouldn't mind Jose versus O'Malley as well. Jose versus O'Malley would be huge. What would a Nina Drama interview on MMA Joey look like? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. That's not going to happen. I was just kidding around. I know a lot of people are recently hating on her and whatnot. I was just kidding around. Dude asked a question. I just gave him an answer. Let's see. So, 4-way fight with TJ, Cody, Dom, Jose. Yeah. All former champs who were in the twilight hours of their career. Dom is retired in my mind. 310 should be Bilal, Shavkat, Pantoja, Asakura, and realistically, main will be Pantoja, Asakura. No. It better not be Pantoja, Asakura for a main event. Ew. Oh, my God. It did it again. This browser shit. I got to download a new browser. Cyril Gahn got moved to December. She just makes goofy content and it works out for her. That's the long short of it. Yeah, I don't care. She wants to make money. That's fine. I'm not watching. I'd like to see Nick Drama interview Joe with random cues. Okay. Sandhagen versus O'Malley. Who wins? I'll say O'Malley. Honestly, I'll pick O'Malley. I'm going to strike with Alex. Take these fighters have such low IQ. What do you think they mean? They're not going to shoot even if they're rocked. It's because they're prideful. Like, he wouldn't beat me striking. He couldn't strike with me. That's it. So, almost time for Khamzat to get sick. Joey, you missed uploading the weekly Chandler roast video. There's nothing really to roast. Robert GX is the best browser, Joey. It doesn't take up much RAM like Chrome does. It's not, but I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I've never had this issue until recently, so I don't know if Google Chrome updated something and there's some massive issue now. It's annoying as hell. I don't know why this is happening. Sandhagen versus O'Malley would be close. I think it'd be very interesting. Mario basically said he would fight Sean if it came to it. I think Sean beats... Sean kind of easily. I think he beats Sean kind of easily. I would pick Mario Bautista over O'Malley right now. I don't know why I have a feeling Whittaker Chimaev is going to get canceled again. I think this time from Whittaker, weird gut feeling. I hope not. I'm hoping and praying not. I think Bilal versus Shavkat headline Saudi fight night on February 1st. That would be savage. They got to have a headliner for that. I don't think Dricus Strickland happens. And I'll die on that hill. 64 gigs. Yeah, I thought about upgrading to 128. Just get 2 more sticks. Boom, throw it in there. Saw the ref on Almeida. I actually talked about it in my takeaways video. I encourage you to go check out my takeaways video. So, do you think Rountree fought better than Jan, Yuri, and Hill? No. I thought he fought better than Yuri and Hill, not Jan. Jan, I thought won. 1-3. You're the champ, Shug. Just breathe, Shug. Just breathe, Shug. Yeah, breathe. Breathe heavily, Shug. It's easily Dricus versus winner of Khamzat Whittaker. I think so as well. Imagine I just upgrade. I add 128 gigabytes of RAM just because of how shit the Google Chrome browser's acting. What was the one? Opera GX. Let me see. I've just been using... Opera GX browser Chrome. Let's see if it's better. Opera versus Chrome. I'm dumping Google Chrome. The disturbing truth behind. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. And see if it's better. I'm getting sick and tired of this issues from Chrome. It's really annoying to me. Yan Figgy will be fun. Hopefully Yan makes a massive comeback. 1-3. Say it again for the dudes in the back. What are you talking about for Mario Bautista? Buckley versus Brian Battle. Now, Buckley deserves a big fight. You're the champ, Shug. You got 2 Rottweiler, Shug. You need a new Chandler that you need a new Chandler that he can completely roast. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Some weird error on Chrome saying not enough memory. It doesn't make any sense. Opera's a bit too much for me. All these extra features I didn't need. Oh, you downloaded it before? 1-3, Jan versus Alex. Facts. Jan did win that fight. Dricus versus Khamzat will headline Sydney in February. We could see that. I want to see Dricus versus Khamzat bad, man. That's the biggest fight the UFC can make right now in my mind. It's going to be the main event for 310. I'm sticking to Bilal Shavkat. 310 main event in December. That's what I'm sticking to. Bilal being champ And an undefeated cornerman should be fighter of the year. Agreed. Same Dricus Khamzat is my dream fight. Who do you want to win that, Hypa? Joey trains in hot dog eating contests? Yeah, I do. You need a new fighter like Chandler that is equally as pathetic that you can make roasting videos. The end of the Chandler videos is sad. I don't think it's the end. It's just he hasn't done anything. So. How does Dricus do against Khamzat and Whittaker? I think he beats Whittaker again. Khamzat, I'm picking Dricus over everyone. Thoughts on doxing and releasing personal info? I wouldn't personally do it. I think it's kind of shitty. Dricus, of course. Does Whittaker beat Chimaev? No. Dricus, most entertaining UFC champ. Does Whittaker beat Chimaev? I'm going to say no. This is crazy call, but mark my words, something will happen to make Shavkat pull out, and UFC will shoehorn JDM into a title shot. We'll see. So, Ogre, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you very much. Bro, you were so right about MMA community being Elliot Rogers. Who even cares about Nina? And if she's a thought, they act like she's the worst. Listen, this applies to a large portion of the MMA community. I'm not even saying specifically about Nina. They hate women, especially women that they perceive to be slutty, because they think they're whores, but they're not a whore for me. That's what they think. And that's Elliot Roger down to a T. I've been referencing Elliot Roger since the inception of my channel. Within 1 month of me making my channel, I've referenced Elliot Roger at some point. So thank you for the $5. Elliot Roger gives me the perfect description of a large portion of the MMA community, and it's really sad. It's really sad. No, you're not picking Dricus over Chimaev. I just feel like Dricus finds a way to pull out everything. Pull a fight out. Whittaker's going to get a Khamzat in the later rounds. We'll see. But thank you, Ogre, for the $5. I'm glad that you see what I see. Like, who gives a rat's ass? Like, it's just so weird. Like, either watch or don't watch. I mean, you could say, it's not my cup of tea, but, like, to really harp on it, like, yeah, she's got cleavage showing in her videos. Like, okay. She can do whatever she wants. I don't personally care myself. More hyped for Khamzat Chimaev or Whittaker? First Whittaker or Ilia Holloway? Honestly, Chimaev Whittaker. But equally, why do you glaze Bilal so much? I don't glaze Bilal. I just speak facts. Joe, I have a take. Islam beating Arman actually does nothing for his career. Rematch, first of all. Second, Arman, best. They split decision win over Charles. I think it's a big win, man. But I think a lot of people will shit on the win. Arman, it looked incredible. It should not have been a split decision against Charles. He clearly beat Charles. It's not even up for debate. It's easy to ignore her. Yeah, it is. A lot of the MMA community doesn't like her because they want her somehow. She's a tease to them because they don't get nothing else and they don't want to see that. They're like, yeah, she's a whore. She's a whore. So, Joey, don't lose your power this time when Chimaev fights. Oh, God, don't even say that. So, Arman should be ranked in the top 15 pound for pound right now. Agreed. I don't know. I'd have to look, but I'm not going to lie. Nina's videos are more entertaining than 90% of the MMA community. Not her fault. Everyone else's content is asking the same old questions. Look, I have only seen like little viral clips here and there on Twitter, but I can tell you right now, Nina Drama is better than 90% of the MMA media. They're garbage. There's not a single person that I would say is like the most incredible interviewer ever. Like, it's just boring dog shit. You know what I mean? That's why they don't get any views. That's why there's people who interview fighters on a daily basis getting like 100 views. It's because nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh, what do you think of Utah? What do you think of Utah? Nobody gives a rat's ass about Utah. I certainly don't care. So, yeah, I don't know. But that's my take. Personally, it's not my cup of tea. I don't find those quirky things. I wouldn't watch a single fighter interview if it wasn't for you guys. I told you guys a long time ago that I stopped watching fighter interviews completely because they're so incredibly boring. And I just don't care. And that's why I do not have a focus on doing interviews on the channel. But I will do occasional interviews, and we'll see where it goes from there. I think I could interview better than 90% of the MMA media who are just scraping by, it seems. So that's my take. But yeah. I think people just want authentic MMA coverage. If we're being honest, that's what I think they want. That's why, for me, I just try to be my authentic self, and I think the following will come along with it. So, yeah. JDM should face Sean Brady in Sydney in February. I like it. I'd like it. Who is champ? Who's a warrior? Shug. Just breathe, Shug. You're a champ. You're a warrior, Shug. Do you think Strickis will finish as coach? Maybe. Do you think Arman beats Islam? No. What do you mean if the power goes out in the middle, Topuria Holloway swinging crazy in the pocket? I'll literally just die. Nina brings out a different side of the fighter. We don't get to see the side with the side of cleavage. You're for it? Okay. Your takes on Strickland being a hypocrite, Nina, is like that. Defending someone from unnecessary attack by someone with a platform does not make you a hypocrite because you didn't condemn everything somebody you know. If that's the case, then everyone's a hypocrite. Like, so it's like the typical political climate where people will say, you know, basically, oh, so-and-so said this. Do you condemn them? So-and-so said this. Do you condemn them? It's just like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. And that's what it is. It's like, oh, so now you, like, think about it. I've defended, you know, I don't even know what a specific example to give, but I've defended fighters or called out bad behavior by certain fighters. Like recently, Sean Strickland was saying nasty shit about Asian people or Chinese people. And I was like, this is ridiculous. This is horrible. But just because maybe I've known someone who said some shitty shit before, that doesn't make me a hypocrite. You don't have to call everything out. What's his name did was really shitty. And anybody can call that out. It would be like if a murderer, okay, a serial killer says, oh yeah, I really don't think child blank. Or wait. It'd be like a murderer says, yeah, all child blanks should die. Well, you don't get to say that. You're a murderer. You're a murderer, so you're a hypocrite now. Because you murder people, but now you're criticizing someone else for committing a crime. No, it makes no sense. They're still right. You know what I mean? If a child blank says, oh, nobody should kill people. That dude's a piece of shit who probably deserves to die, but that doesn't mean he's not right. People shouldn't kill people. You know what I mean? It's irrelevant. It's a non sequitur, in my opinion. There's a meme. Here's the only way I can describe what I'm trying to say to you guys, and I don't know if those examples are getting through. There's a meme that says, you know, the worst person you know just made a great point. And that is exactly true in this case. You may not like her, but that doesn't change the fact that she's right. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. So if Strickland makes a good point, that doesn't make him not right because he's a hypocrite. Okay? You can say, okay, well, this is hypocritical. Fair enough. That doesn't change the fact that they're right. I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean? You could still be a hypocrite and you could still be right. You know? Someone could say something racial or homophobic at a press conference. I could laugh at it, even laugh hysterically at it, and still be like, you know what? This isn't right. That doesn't make me a massive hypocrite. That doesn't make me wrong about what I'm saying. But someone's somehow going to twist that and twist it into pretzels and not make any sense of it. So there's nothing more I can do to clear it up. So Kevin Ollie said that because Ankalaev is from Dagestan, he will grapple Ankalaev's striker primarily. A lot of people hear the name and they just automatically think it. There's a difference between making a general insult and directly attacking someone. Facts. Look, at the end of the day, it's sad to me. I am a huge fan of poking fun at people. I'm a huge fan of cracking jokes, but to a certain extent. Like, if you're a massive public figure, okay, you're most likely going to get some shit thrown your way. It is what it is. Get over it. You know, even me who's nobody, I get a lot of shit thrown my way, and I'm just like, oh, it's just kind of funny. But to single out someone who's not really public facing and shit on them and really try to make them feel subhuman, I just think it's really shitty. And whether a murderer calls that out or the worst person in the world calls that out, it doesn't make them any less right. You know what I mean? If Jamal Hill was being here's the best way I can describe it. If Jamal Hill was being unfairly crucified by the MMA community for something that he said, I would make a video defending Jamal Hill. And people would be like, wait a second, Joe, you hate Jamal Hill. But I don't care. And that's why I know a lot of the fan base, they base all their narratives on whether they like or dislike a fighter. Because whenever I'm critical of a fighter, they're like, oh, you hate this fighter. No, that has nothing to do with it. For me, that's independent. I can dislike a fighter and still defend them. I can love a fighter and still criticize them. I just go off what I think is morally ethical. So, yeah, that's just my take on the whole thing. If you count to 10, I'll become a member. Just become a member anyway. You're more likely to be a hypocrite if you have a massive online presence because they see more of your life. Yeah, I'm sure I've said hypocritical things in the past. So, but I try not to be for the most part. Cracking jokes about people like Strickland or attacking a random person isn't the same. Also, it doesn't matter what Strickland has done. It doesn't matter what Strickland has done, in my opinion. You don't have to. What is she? So every time Strickland says something, is she supposed to come out and publicly condemn it? Is that what she's supposed to do? I don't get it. Again, you guys know my stance on a lot of things Strickland says. Me and Strickland literally could be best friends. That doesn't change my opinion. That doesn't mean every time Strickland says something bad, I'm going to come out and condemn it. So, do you think Umar could take down Aldo? Yes. I do believe he could. How do you feel about anything in trash talk for MMA, aka talking about families and bad things? I believe you should be allowed to say anything you want. I'm okay with anybody saying anything they want at any time. Like, you know, like this whole drama, okay? This whole Nina drama bullshit, right? Or saying, what's his name, that other MMA YouTuber, criticizing that woman is wrong. I would always defend people being able to say what they want to say, even if I disagree with it, you know? Like the MMA YouTuber criticizing that woman. I can say it's wrong, but I still, if someone said you can snap your fingers and make it where he's not allowed to say that, I would never do that. I would never do that. I defend Strickland being able to say what he wants. I defend Jamal Hill being able to say what he wants. I defend Nina Drama being able to say what she wants. I want everyone to be able to say what they want, because what I love, when you start making it harder for people to say certain things, then you can't see who they really are. And I want to see who people really are. At the end of the day, that's what I want. I would rather people vocally express themselves, and then I can see the true type of person that they are, rather than trying to suppress them, and then they kind of hide it and thinly veil it. You know, whether it's thinly veiled racism, thinly veiled sexism, thinly veiled homophobia, whatever you want to throw, anything. Thinly veiled anti-Muslim stuff. You know, whatever it may be, those are just some like crazy examples. That's my thought process behind it. I want anyone to be able to say whatever they want, whether it's about me, whether it's about someone else. Philip Charles, thank you for the 20 New Zealand dollars. And thank you for becoming a member as well. I guess you recently became a member. So, appreciate you for your 20 New Zealand dollars, Philip Charles. Hey, Joey. Hey, Philip Charles. What's going on? By the way, Carrie, if you're in here, thank you for the PayPal donation. I know I said it earlier, but just in case you're watching. So, thank you for the $20 donation. So, basically what I'm saying is, I don't endorse people saying stuff about their people's family, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I don't think they should say it, but what am I going to say? Them to get arrested? No, I'm not. They say it, I criticize them for it. Look, they're a piece of shit. End of story. That's kind of where I'm going with that. I hope that makes sense. I just rather know who people are. I'd rather know who people are. I know Colby's a piece of shit bitch. And, that's it. That's it. How do you feel about, already read that? That's just what I read. Umar does not take down Aldo. I think he does. Her saying John Jones is an amazing human. How much she loves him is kind of bad, though. I mean, you don't know her relationship with him. But yeah, it's not great. But at the end of the day, people say stuff they don't necessarily mean down to an exact fact, you know? How many times have I said, oh, I love this fighter? Doesn't mean I'm actually in love with him. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, though. It's not a great look. I couldn't watch the fight live yesterday, but I watched your live stream. Absolutely amazing commentary. You should replace Joe Rogan. Did you watch the whole thing? And when you watched it, did you sync up with the fights? Or did you just watch my live stream? That's crazy if you just watch the live stream. That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Most people are unable to hide their true intentions, yeah. But some people mask it. Since we're on this topic, I still can't believe what you said to me yesterday. I forgot what I even said to you yesterday. You're a pussy. UFC fighter said she wanted to be suspended for twerking on her opponent's face. UFC fighter Alex Pereira. Twerking in the octagon has gotten her some attention. It's made some money and now has eventually landed her suspension. Her latest performance came over the weekend. What do you just... Someone can be great to you and not to others. Joey, my Chrome browser's been doing the same shit last couple of days and I didn't realize it until I read it. It says all snap out of memory. Yeah, out of nowhere. And it keeps doing it to me. It's annoying as hell. It's annoying as hell, bro. It's happened to me once this stream, so that's not too bad. But it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. Remember when, do you remember when I used to have the OBS, like, flare-ups where the stream would freeze and I had to restart the stream? Joey, it's clear as day UFC wants to do a mega flyweight championship fight in the Tokyo Dome if Taira and Asakura both get wins. That makes a lot of sense, and I think Pantoja will lose. New member, love your channel. I'm always tuning in at work. Your takes are always based. Thank you. I'm too clean. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I'll be revamping memberships soon too, so look out for that. I'll be adding other tiers and everything. But thank you, man. I just speak my mind. At the end of the day, I just speak my mind. Per Rountree being a good fight made the card seem better, but after Pena won the fight, I was fighting demons. What did I say to you yesterday? Did you just make that up to kind of get a reaction out of me? I don't remember. I don't know. Excuse me, man. Ngannou rematch versus Anthony Joshua boxing. Who wins? Anthony Joshua. Yesterday was one of the lowest moments of being an MMA fan. Now I said Fry said something. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Alrighty. But yeah, the Google Chrome issue is so annoying. I don't know what's a really good browser. I truly don't know. People calling Jones a good human is a joke after what he's done. Well, a lot of people over-exaggerate what's been proven that he's done, to be quite honest. But I don't think he's a great person. But people can change as well. Pantoja subs Asakura. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of tape of Asakura. Weird question, but if Nina started promoting her OnlyFans with UFC, would that be crossing the line? I wouldn't be a fan of it, but like at the end of the day, it is what it is. I want as much freedom on people as possible. Okay? That's what I want. People always like, Joey, you're complaining about this, you're complaining about that. At the end of the day, I want people to be able to do, for the most part, what they want. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. There's always going to be extremes. I'm sure someone could point out an extreme and be like, you would endorse this? No, I wouldn't. But that's kind of the gist of it. Brave isn't bad versus Chrome. What's better than Chrome, though? I've been using Chrome for my entire life, basically. Murderers can change? Yeah. Yeah. You could look up my criminal history. You'd be like, okay, Joey's a bad guy. I don't know. But murderers can change for sure. For sure. I think it's possible. I just watched the fighter, and his life is his life. Agreed. To a certain extent. I mean, you can call it out, no problem. Ulberg Pereira next. Wouldn't surprise me. Nina has an OnlyFans, not that I know of. Who has a dark side? Whoa, your dark side showing, Joey? DuckDuckGo is the best browser. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I just need it to work fundamentally simply, and I also need it to be aesthetically pleasing. Let every prisoner out immediately. See, look, you take it to an extreme. Dricus versus Khamzat and Israel versus Strickland in Sydney. Imagine the press conference. That would be a banger. I want, I tweeted this out the other day, but I want Israel Adesanya to fight Paulo Costa. That way, if he wins, especially if he wins via split decision, I can campaign for him to get the next title shot. And then when people call me out on that, I can laugh my ass off. That's what I want. That's what I desperately want. I want Adesanya versus Costa next, and I hope Adesanya wins via split decision. Razor close split decision, most boring fight of all time, and I will campaign. I will campaign. I will campaign for it. Tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. Do you have a Discord for members? I do. I do. When did you become a member? I don't remember. I see you're a new member, but the link's probably expired, I'm assuming. But I think I'll have to check. But it's only, did you buy a membership or were you gifted a membership? Because basically from some troubles, I just started for only people who purchase a membership. But you get access to extras live streams. But I'm not sure. I got to go check. But if you need the link, if you did purchase a membership, let me know. But I'll check either way. So just let me know. Just comment on a member's post, and I will send you the link. But yes. Joe, who's your top 5 pound for pound? Islam's number 1. Pereira's number 2. And that's where I kind of die out. That's where I kind of die out. I'm not good at making lists. I was watching your last video from your channel. I laughed a lot at the end clip when you embarrassed the clown Jamal. Oh, from the main event breakdown, right? It was from the main event breakdown. Make sure you watch the full card breakdown as well. Make sure you watch the main event, the full card breakdown as well. I can't believe it only got 12K views. I guess that just goes to show the interest in the card. Pena ducked Harrison so bad. I called that previous to it even happened too. Top three highest IQ fighters. John Jones, number 1. Who else has really good fight IQ? I'm trying to think. John Jones has the best fight IQ. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else right now. Right now, I can't think. Holloway does have some good fight IQ. Bilal as well. I don't know if they're top 3, though. I don't think Dricus thinks about anything. I think he just shows up and just throws down. He doesn't have a... He's dead behind the eyes when he's in the cage. Izzy never faked having cancer. That's a complete lie, bogus rumor. He said, you don't know what's going on with me. I could have this, and nobody would know. And that's true. What he said is true. But people took that and twisted it around, like you just did. Bilal Muhammad may be up there. What's next for Khalil? I don't know. Maybe a Dustin Jacoby rematch. Why was Dana upset after Joshua lost to Dubois? I think is how you pronounce it. Marina has no ground game. Kevin Holland has no ground game. Dude's pulling guard from bottom. Dude's pulling guard from bottom. What a disgrace that is. What a disgrace that is, boys. I love MMA and Jan Figgy's going to be a heater, but they overly fucked up starting the card at 3 a.m. It sucks. These men just lie about Izzy's. I know. They always lie. Did you talk about how the UFC didn't pull out any bad judges last time they pulled one out? No, I have not talked about that. They shouldn't have the authority to do that. Or refs. Dudes love Conor but hate Izzy. When Conor hit an old man in the face, xenophobic comments, attacked a man's religion, father verbally. Facts. Islam and Habib had high fight IQ. Islam definitely has. And so... I remember you saying, imagine if Volk never took the Islam rematch and instead only got starched by Ilia. Yeah, they robbed Ilia. They robbed Ilia of the hype that he should have gotten. It's sad, man. Because think about it. We weren't that shocked. We were kind of thinking Topuria might chin him because he just got chinned. Imagine how crazy it would have been. Because at the end of the day, the first Islam fight only elevated Volkanovski. Elevated him off a loss. Then he went out there, destroyed Yair. So, I knew my Delize pick was going to hit when Holland was body triangle from bottom. Holland's dog shit, man. I don't ever want to hear people hyping him up. I'll never pick Holland ever again. Unless he's fighting a broomstick. Then even then, I might have to consider. That's kind of sketchy. What's kind of sketchy? Usman destroys Patty. Okay. Number 1, motivated BJ Penn. I don't even know what you're getting at here. Tyson Fury, Usyk 2. Who wins? Usyk. Or however you pronounce the name. Can you guys like the stream? Do me a favor, like the stream. It helps the channel. It helps the channel. I would appreciate if you guys would like the stream. All the content I've been doing lately, least you can do is click that little tiny button. That little tiny button. I would appreciate it. So. Light heavyweight has the lowest IQ. That's a fact. Dana lost money. I hope I'm wrong, but I think Max beats Ilia easily. Yeah. I don't know about all that. I think Max is like crazy overhyped right now. Ball finishes Shavkat and Kamaru. Is he officially your GOAT? Facts. Yes. Facts. I used to think Pereira had the death touch, but now I think he's kind of overrated. Oh, his power is definitely overrated. He only flatlined. He hasn't really flatlined anyone. He flashed Jamal Hill, put him out cold, but flashed him, and flashed Strickland. Are you gonna watch Bivol versus Better BF? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Is it a pay-per-view? Then definitely not. I kind of tentatively said Alex got exposed last night, and people got up in arms about it. Joey Max made me a mod in his kick chat. That's pretty cool. Definitely watch that one, Joey. It's free. Francis Ngannou power still is more powerful. Dude, I would love Alex Pereira versus Francis Ngannou at heavyweight. It's a pay-per-view, but it's $20 from what I heard. You think I got that kind of money? You think I got that kind of money? Why don't you donate $20, JJ? JJ will be happy when I change the badges. I'm probably just gonna make the 20. I'm just gonna make a 1-year badge, and I'm gonna make it a gold badge, and it's not gonna have any number on it because I have too many badges, and I wanna reorganize stuff. I'm gonna reorganize stuff for sure. I'm watching Dimitri versus. Okay, fair enough. Enjoy. The main event of the fight is free. Okay. What should be your reaction if Iron Michael Chandler knocks out Charles Oliveira? I'll be shocked. Yeah, I didn't want this ugly badge. Well, it's going to get changed around. So, it's probably just going to be a regular old gold badge. It's just a pain in the ass to get everything together. I got to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm going to probably do 3 tiers. But I almost feel like that's too much. I kind of like just having 1 tier. Francis would die for them legs and beat Alex to a pulp. I think Francis would brutally chin him on the feet probably. But if not, he would out-wrestle him. And Francis has got an amazing chin. How do you think a rematch between Charles and Islam would go? Islam would just submit him again, probably. Stream, Bivol, you'll get more subs. Yeah, but are they the right kind of subs? If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe. I would appreciate it. There's probably people who aren't subscribed. We got 500 to get to 30,000. I would appreciate it. You have to watch. They're both undefeated. They both pound for pound, top 10 in boxing, and 20-0 and 20 knockouts. Beat Canelo to a pulp. So that's like a big boxing match that everyone's excited for, I guess. I barely ever heard of him. And Goliath 4th round TKO is my pick. Fair enough. When is it? Cyril Gane versus Aspinall. Who wins? Honestly, Cyril Gane may win, but I'll take Aspinall right now. Is the MMA version of Islam Arman? If you want to get into boxing, this is the fight. October 12th. Ngannou's matchup's coming up soon too, right? So October 12th, is that this Saturday? Yeah, that's this Saturday. What time are the fights on this Saturday? Damn, my hair's getting long, isn't it? I just noticed it in the video. I'm about to get a haircut soon. Pereira. How good is Israel Adesanya? Prelims start at 4. Ew. Clayton Carpenter, Lucas Rocha, Dan Argueta versus Cody Hayden, Chris Barnett. Okay. At least these aren't hard fights to go through. This is a card where I know I don't have to do a lot of research for. So this part, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of research I do. Because at the end of the day, some picks I just know who I'm picking anyway, and all I do is try to convince myself to go the other way when I do research. So I'm trying to cut down on the amount of research, but still watching you know, especially when I'm not sure who I'm picking. I still got a really deep dive on the fights. But for like small fight night cards where it's like I know where I'm going with most of the picks, I'm trying to cut down on it. When's the next Iron Michael Chandler video? No idea. Ferguson, Masvidal, Royval, Tyra this weekend. Yeah, I'm going Tyra for sure. Like, so if I'm picking Tyra by sub for sure, why the hell am I going to research it for 2 hours? You know what I mean? What are your thoughts for people saying, is he only flatline Alex because of the weight cut? Doesn't surprise me. I mean, that's all they're going to say. He rocked him in every fight, I'm pretty sure. Would have KO'd him in the first fight if he didn't get saved by the bell. Imagine Izzy came out with light heavyweight and took the belt off of Pereira. People would literally die. Just make a Michael Chandler video and shit on him for no reason. Just pull up clips from a year ago. Just pull up clips from years ago. Gotta watch it. I just never really cared for boxing all that much. I've never really watched it. What is it? What platform is it going to be on? What platform is it going to be on? Fill me in. Fill me in, my friend. I would love to know. Oof. Anyway, at 185, I'd pick Izzy. At 205, 100% picking Alex. I'm with you. ESPN, is he severely overrated? I think he's underrated. Joey never bought a boxing pay-per-view. I've bought two. Two Francis Ngannou's. Juliana Pena versus Tatiana Suarez. Who wins? Probably Pena. It's dazzling on ESPN Plus. Okay. Adesanya resume is more suspicious than Pereira's. I disagree. I think Izzy has the best middleweight resume of all time. Arguably. You can make a case, but yeah. It is what it is. So. Pat Matthews, thank you for the 199. Top 5 pound for pound. Tony, OSP, Clay Guida, Derek Lewis, me. I would throw Shogun Hua in there as well. No way you didn't buy Floyd Conor. I swear on my life to this day, I've never even watched Floyd Conor. I thought it was a disgrace to the sport. I hated it. I did not want it to happen. I only saw highlights. To this day, I've only seen highlights. I've never watched the fight in its entirety. I saw the finish the night of. That's it. Never searched for it. Never gave a rat's ass. Never talked about it. Completely ignored it. I wonder if I would do the same today on my channel, though. Because I would know at the end of the day it would be what's best for the channel. So I don't know if I would do it today. But back then, I remember one of my buddies was going to watch. I begged him not to watch. I said, don't give them fucking money. He said, all right, I'll illegally stream it then. Because he's going to buy it. I said, I'll just pull up the stream. Will you buy Francis's next pay-per-view? I will buy Francis's next pay-per-view. I'm only going to hype for Pereira fight if it's against Izzy. Then the rivalry is my favorite thing about Pereira. Fair enough. Man was comparing DP to Rountree, which could be that delusional. Yeah, that's crazy. Play fighters and strawweight from, I don't know what that means. How do you feel about Court McGee calling you out for doubting him? Yeah, I'm sure he did. That'd be hilarious. This dude called me a dead body. Imagine if he called me out. Best UFC fighter you'd beat. I'd whoop Kevin Holland to a bloody pulp. I would take out Pereira for sure. I would single leg Pereira. It'd be done. So, yeah. You were working during the fight? I don't know what you mean. That is all your total casual and Floyd versus Conor is perfect for you? Don't know what that means. You said Holland would sub you. I changed my mind. Rountree best physique in MMA? No. Why do you talk so tough? I'm not talking tough. You're a bitch, though. Is he washed? I don't know what that means. Joe, which reporter could you beat? Every single one of them. Facts. Every single one of them. You guys don't know my credentials. I dump every MMA reporter on their bald spot, and that's a fact, buddy. That's a fact. Nate Diaz would have slapped me like that Full Send reporter. Nate Diaz would have been drinking out of a straw for at least a month. So, That's just a fact. Brett wants to check your skills. Imagine if that was true. That'd be the funniest shit ever. Why do you think Jamal Hill pulled out of his fight against Khalil Rountree? Because I collected the 20K. So, yeah. Yep. I collected that 20K. He had to pull out of the fight because of it. I think Kevin Holland could be champ. I'm just going to stop right there. He has the physical ability. Shut up. Do you bet on fights? Rarely. I placed 200 or 100 on Adesanya to KO Pereira in the rematch. I would buy a pay-per-view of Joey versus Brett Okamoto. Yeah, I mean, if you don't think I'd win, I'd smoke him. Can you do an interview with a prelim fighter that you like? And, dude, it's not like I can get a hold of these guys. Like, I'm not going to blow up these dudes with messages. That's just not me. So, I remember when you made like $500 betting on Curtis. Yeah, I bet on Chris Curtis to KO Buckley. Specifically by second round. I think I actually made $900 because I picked specifically KO and round. Joey Yakamoto, UFC 480. Yeah, to match his camera quality. Can you buy Brett Okamoto a new webcam for his Christmas? I think he needs a new webcam, but I think he also needs lighting. I'll obviously Joey versus Tim Welch. I'll be his cornerman saying, dance on him, Joey. Just dance on him for the first few minutes. Norma Dumont's a future champ. Can't wait for these. Dude, Norma Dumont could arguably beat Kayla Harrison. I'll admit Joey has the best camera quality, which attracted me here. That's actually facts. Look at his camera quality. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Just over here, right in front of the lights. I worked hard on this. I did a lot of research to dial in this setup. Brett Okamoto has 2 dogs. Well, I got 1, and my 1 dog would fuck up both his dogs. I'm not trolling. He could be champ. He's lengthy. Yeah. I get it, man. Good one. You got me there, buddy. So, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading comments. I got wrestling to take him down, and I'll submit him easy. You would whoop Pereira. Poverty donos will go towards Brett Okamoto's cam upgrade. Yeah. The poverty donos are going towards his cam upgrade. I don't know why. Does he not care enough to upgrade it? Like, you don't even have to spend that much money to upgrade it. Would you rather street fight Izzy than Pereira? Probably. Just because of power. But either one of them, you destroy you. Can John Jones make 155 to fight Islam? No. So. Buckley going to chin Usman. It's possible. You never know. Buckley's on the rise. Buckley's on the rise. I'm tired of working 9 to 5. Should I record myself giving $100 of fake money to the homeless on Skid Row to go viral for a red panty night? Yes, you should. You should. You can't know what extra stuff Izzy might do. Maybe it's why Dana's not liking Brett right now. You're making us look bad. Allegedly, the rumor is Brett Okamoto pressed him about him slapping his wife in a club in Mexico at 53. And Dana didn't take too kindly to it. If Joey fought Tim, I would scream, shoot a double leg. He isn't going to see it coming. Yeah. Dance on him, Shug. Shoot the double leg, Shug. Dude, the fact that he admitted, we never anticipated double legs. And somebody told me Luke Thomas co-signed that. Apparently, he recently did an interview with Luke Thomas. And apparently, he co-signed it. Like, Marab usually shoots the single. He shot like 10 double legs against Piotr Jan. He shot like 2 or 3 double legs against Henry Cejudo. To not expect a double leg is just fundamentally embarrassing. Fundamentally embarrassing to even say that out loud. Yeah, we didn't train for double legs. Who would have ever saw this coming? Who would have ever? Yeah, dude shot a double A. Nobody would have saw this coming in a million years. Not even the brightest minds. So, it is what it is. It's almost over, Shug. It was the worst corner advice I've ever seen. You know what's crazy? I seen people saying, Joe, you had to say Mario won. You had to go up against the popular narrative. There was motherfuckers out here saying that Sean O'Malley beat Merab. There was people out here saying that. And to say Mario won is crazy? I think not. Maybe Conor won't be my next fight, but I will be Conor's next fight. I hope Conor gets another fight booked. Shuggy shooting doubles. It's almost over. You think Colby would accept a fight against Buckley? No. Buckley would absolutely wreck Colby. I think Buckley would wreck Colby for sure. Hollis Hill, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $2. Dominic Cruz is a GOAT of bantamweight. That is a fact. I don't know. I think Merab is already ahead of him. If we're being frank here. Now he said it's almost over. We're almost through this. It's almost over. Breathe. He sounded like he was coaching Sean O'Malley through giving birth. That's what it felt like to me. Felt like he was coaching O'Malley to give birth. Tim went from genius coach to he's kissing my buddy's back. Blows my mind that anyone watched that fight and had O'Malley winning. I know. It really is. It really is jarring. It truly is jarring that anyone thought that. Bro's calling another man Shug. Yeah. Imagine calling another man Shug. That's the ultimate beta male. That's the ultimate beta male. That's the ultimate beta male revelation for show. I'm getting that for show. So, it is what it is. He was kissing my buddy's crack. He was kissing my buddy's neck. Should Bilal have answered differently to Conor's call-out? No. Joey's Pereira is the fight of the year? Yes. Who's the worst cornerman, Sean or Leon? What do you mean? Sean or Leon? Who has the worst cornerman? Sean. Leon's coach at least gets him motivated. It's 2-2, Sean. You're the champ. Just breathe, Sean. Just breathe, Shug. I think Buckley can beat JDM. I don't think you're wrong, but I would favor JDM. I'd favor JDM for show. I'm getting that for show. Damn. I don't know what people are arguing about in my Twitter notifications, but they're going nuts. I guess it's this tweet about Pereira people are pissed off about. I don't know. It is what it is. Just breathe, Shug. I'm 4 inches in. Who gets treated worse by the UFC, Jan or Aldo? Probably Aldo. I'll never forget sparring match between JDM and Kevin Holland. So boring. Dude, Kevin Holland's a scrub. I picked him in that fight. I said I'm never picking his ass again. So, yeah. Just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But that's the way it goes, I guess. It's crazy. Goddard was the ref against Adesanya and was the ref against Khalil Rountree as well. I can't believe he stopped the Adesanya-Pereira fight in the 5th round. What an early stoppage. I'm watching that finish right now. Nothing in the last 3 or 4 shots didn't even land. Didn't even land. Literally. Book Chandler versus Fair ZM. Biggest robbery you've seen, Diego Sanchez, Ross Pearson. What's the fight of the year so far? Honestly, Adesanya DDP in my opinion. I'm not high on JDM either. At all. Yeah, I'm not high on him either. Chandler whiteboard update. He's mapping it out right now. Feel bad for Kevin Holland. He won't take any more short notice fights because of injury. Kevin Holland should be speed running over to Bellator and PFL. I have no desire to see it. So, So, yeah, Chandler's mapping out his whiteboard right now. Yeah, I'm running out of water. Boys, I might have to go. I agree. You got to see the champ go down. What are we talking about? I don't even know. Kevin Holland's just an autopilot. No, Kevin Holland was never good. He's a gatekeeper for the top 30. He was never good. He beat a washed-up Jacare Souza. Kevin Holland talking is insufferable to listen to. I can't stand Kevin Holland. I find him so annoying. But it is what it is. I've been called crazy for even suggesting that. So, what's next for Michael Venom Page? Maybe Wonderboy? Maybe. Kevin Holland accepted he's a gatekeeper. He can't even gatekeep, right? Imagine picking Kevin Holland over MVP. Imagine you pick Kevin Holland over MVP. Even MVP was beating the shit out of him and pushing him to the ground with ease. What's the worst case of a guy deserving a title shot and not getting one? I think Dariush is up there. Yeah, but Dariush really never got skipped over. He got injured, and he's supposed to fight Islam for #1 contender. Worst case of a guy deserving a title shot and not getting one? Probably Bilal. There's probably others that I'm not thinking of right now, but Bilal is really the worst recent memory. Is Ilia delusional regarding Islam? I'm not sure exactly what he said, so I can't say. F. Holland, only Dana White sycophants thinks he's worthy. Yeah. Joe Rogan saying he's waiting for Kevin Holland to make a title run. Gegard Mousasi. Gegard Mousasi became #1 contender, and then the UFC didn't re-sign him, so he really didn't get skipped over for a title shot. But it was annoying that he got skipped, that he didn't get a title shot. He didn't get it re-signed. I remember Chris Weidman complaining about the legality of the knees. Bilal got a shot. I'm talking about guys who never did. I don't know. Your beard's getting long, Joey. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate you. Keith Peterson should be mandatory ref for high-profile fights. Goddard did good last night. Buckley beats Usman. I don't think so. Maybe. Ferguson, unless you count interim. Yeah, Ferguson would be up there. Who didn't get their title shot? Who had earned their title shot? I don't know. I can't think of any right now off the top of my head. Really, Khalil won the first 3 rounds at high elevation, like the lower elevation he chins out. And he didn't win the 3rd round. He lost the 3rd round. He won the first 2 rounds. He gave up. Gegard Mousasi was whooping Weidman leading up to that. I know, and then Weidman thought they were illegal, so he wasn't going to continue, and then he found out they were legal, so they DQ'd him. Or not DQ'd him, sorry. He thought he was going to get a DQ, but then they found out they were legal, and so then he got the TKO loss. Joseph Benavidez underrated, but he fought for the title like 4 times. 2 times against Figgy. Twice against Mighty Mouse, or just once against Mighty Mouse? I don't remember. When did you start watching MMA? 2010. 14 years ago. May 2010 is when I started actually watching live events. It's crazy. It's been 14 years since I've been watching the sport. I see Kevin Holland in person. He acted very cocky with fans yelling, "Don't touch me." The fans don't want the picture. Yeah. I can just tell Kevin Holland's a clown. He acts like a badass. He was talking about getting his crew up there against Chimaev, and it is what it is. Do you still think Aldo lost? Watched it twice. Aldo clearly lost. It's not even up for debate. It's not even up for debate. But yeah, this beard is pretty. I want the beard to get longer. I feel like it's been stalemated where it's at for a while now. Like, does it slow down once it starts to get long? Like, I thought it'd be down here by now. Jamal still yawning? Yeah, that's because Pereira slept him. Do you miss the GOAT, Jordan Wright? Yeah. One thing this fight showed me is if Ankalaev clip. I knew. Here we go. Error code out of memory. Is this happening to anyone else? Is this happening to anyone else? It's so annoying. I'm going to go send it to Jack and see if this is exactly what Jack's getting to. Oh, this Google Chrome error out of memory shit is getting annoying. I don't know what it's doing. How Aldo landed more strikes if you tally it up. Blah, 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 blah. You get rid of all the grappling exchanges and Mario Bautista still won the first and third. You get rid of all the grappling and clinch. Aldo didn't land shit in the third round. I think you could give Mario Bautista the second round. He cracked Aldo after that initial first minute of losing. He cracked Aldo with a right hand that stung him that nobody even talks about. Is Khalil Chin crazy or Alex Power took a significant drop? Alex's power is overrated to begin with. It's still nasty, but yeah. It's the exact same thing you got. Yeah, I wonder if other people are having the issue. All snap, out of memory, Chrome, non-stop. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this shit. I'm just going to have to get a new browser or something. It's annoying, man. I'm just going to switch browsers. It's driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. I'm about to rewatch for a second time. I am not seeing shit. Okay. Mario kicked Aldo and landed a combo on him in the first 8 seconds of the first round. I knew it was over. Dude, Mario was the first 2 rounds were mad exciting. I don't know how people are shitting on the fight. Remember when Colby said he would KO Bilal in round 1? Yeah, that was hilarious. Everything around the Bilal winning the belt was hilarious. You know Colby was salty as hell. You know Colby was salty as hell. Mario was backing Aldo up. If Aldo wasn't backing up to the fence because that's where his takedown defense is best, we wouldn't have had him on the fence 24/7. Khalil ate a right hook, uppercut flush in the same combination. Didn't look rocked. It doesn't make sense. That is insane. Are you watching Dumpling versus Hawaiian? Yeah, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to live stream it for sure. Buying that pay-per-view. How good is Jan Blachowicz? Very good, but he's old, man. He's old. I don't think he's going to do much better soon. Do you get to choose the ads? No, I do not get to choose any ads that has anything to do with YouTube. Third round ruined the whole fight. I don't think it was that bad, man. One bad round of a 3-round fight, and everyone 33% of the fight wasn't that good. You know what I really think grinded people's gears? I think the reason people thought Aldo won and they hated Mario Bautista is because when the one time the ref split him up, he shot a double leg immediately. I think that really got in people's ass. Khalil did well. The fight was close partly because the activity has dulled Alex a bit. I don't know. I don't know the exact reason why. It could have been strategy. Could have been this. Could have been that. He did beat Alex. Did Dana really hint at Aldo being robbed? No, that's not exactly what I heard, but he complained about the reffing. But what do you expect? Dana doesn't promote any of his fighters. Didn't say one positive word about Bilal. Didn't say one positive word about Merab. He only is looking for fighters that will elevate the casual fan base. That's it. It's all about profit and revenue. For 100%. There's no thoughts of anything else. So, I thought Ihor Potieria won round 1. I disagree. Do you think Stevens could be Connor's first BKFC opponent? Agreed. Honestly, I agree. I thought Mario got way too much hate. The 2-minute period in round 3 was ridiculous. Third round was shit. But that's it. See, referees need to stop stalling at the press conference. I did see part of that. I haven't watched the whole thing, though. Dana hasn't said anything positive about Islam since 294. Yeah. He doesn't promote the fighters. He only pushes guys he thinks can be massive stars with the casuals. That's all he does. The sooner the UFC gets rid of him, I think the company will be better for it. He doesn't promote anymore. Did you see Silent Hill 2 remake? Such a great game. Your PC would play the shit out of that. I got to get in the game because, honestly, in the next 2 years, I may be done with MMA. If this shit keeps going the way it is, I might be done. I was really thinking this morning when I was dead. I was like, what am I even doing this shit for anymore? It's just a bunch of casuals who don't even care about the sport. Like, what am I even doing anymore? Just wasting my time. It's like a fun hobby, but at the end of the day, it's like sometimes you just get down on it. I feel like the sport is just going downhill. Anyone remember Chandler ducking Islam live on TV? I vaguely remember that. Does Dana not like Islam? It seems like that. Does anyone know if Dana said something about the ref in the Ehor fight? He did not say anything about the ref in the Ehor fight. He said he didn't see it. Said he wasn't watching. And you keep hitting at retirement. Don't, bro. If you stop making contact with left foot, yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'll end up doing. I'm just saying. Sometimes recently, this is the worst I felt down about the sport in probably 10 years. It's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. You have Dana White saying dumb shit. And then you have a lot of casual fans co-signing it. You have the casual fans trying to change the sport from MMA to kickboxing. You have undeserved title shot. More undeserved title shots than deserved title shots. Yeah, it's the same reason the majority of movies are shit. Agreed. So... UFC 307 was ass so bad, worst pay-per-view of the year. How long have I been saying that for? I've been getting heat for it. I said 307 was a disgrace, and everyone told me I was crazy. Just wait. You'll be excited for 308. I am. I'm already excited for 308, but just the sport is being killed recently. It's just being killed, and I don't know how long I can deal with it. I was telling my fiance earlier today, it's like, I'm beginning to hate this shit. It's like the dumbest shit happens. The UFC does the dumbest shit, and the fans are on the UFC side for it. And then when they do good shit, the fans complain. Then I have motherfuckers telling me, and I don't really care what people think or say, to a certain extent, like just haters. Like, Joey, you're a contrarian for views. For what? I don't understand how people don't understand. Regurgitating popular opinions is a recipe for success. I wish I could start another channel and be disingenuous and see where that channel would get. I bet you I could outpace this channel in under a year. I bet you I could. Yeah, I went to an event earlier this year. There's a lot of post-2020 TikTok fans. It's changing. Facts, dude. Bunch of casual TikTok fans. Topuria, Chinch, Charles. Possibly. I would pick Topuria over Charles, probably. It's like just shit's gotten horrible. Are you mad there's not more fighters like Bilal? No. I have no idea. I'm mad. I just want the best versus the best. At least 90% of the time. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask for? The best versus the best 90% of the time? Who would you pick in Armin Topuria? I'd pick Armin. I would have to see Topuria at 55. Winner of Ankalaev versus Rakic, Ankalaev will win. Rakic or Pereira? I pick Rakic, probably. Rakic is nasty, man, everywhere. Start saying Sean beat Merab 1-3-5, and you'll have 17-year-olds following you. Yeah, people don't understand genuinely. If you regurgitate popular fan takes, you will pick up subscribers like crazy. When I've been on the right side of popular opinion, they've been my most revenue earned and subscriber earned videos. I can't do it. I couldn't bring myself to lying to you guys just for views and clicks. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, again, I don't care what people think, but to imagine that I do it, like to imagine I say certain things like, oh, I thought Mario won. Keep in mind that's not even in the title. You have to watch through 40 minutes of video to even see me say that. To say, oh, you only think Mario won because you want views. What? Because views equal money. I don't. At the end of the day, of course, do I want my channel to generate good revenue? Yeah, of course. But that's not my sole care. That's not even top 3 priorities. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. But people will keep saying, I don't care. Help the algorithm. Boost the algorithm by saying it in the comments. It is what it is. It just annoys me because it makes no sense. I wish that was true. Not that I would do that, but I wish it would get me more views and clicks. But one, A, it doesn't. B, I believe everything I say. You know, some people don't understand satire. Sometimes I have a little bit of satire. But for the most part, what I say is exactly what I believe. You know, other than, you know, some of you guys understand the jokes sometimes. After watching Khalil fight, how do you think Ulberg does against Pereira? He's nasty at sneaking in the shots and doesn't see. I don't know, man. Recently, I watched Ulberg get touched up by Da Ung Jung. I'd pick Pereira to KO Ulberg. But it'd be a fun fight. How do you see Ilia versus Islam fight going? I think Islam would take him down and control him. I'd pick Islam via decision. The corrupt doctor, yeah, that's clearly a joke. People took that seriously. You see Ankalaev retweeting the UFC has Alex protection plan. Jan said the same thing yesterday. It's true. Khalil got robbed, yeah, by the corrupt doctor. Corrupt ref, matter of fact. Ulberg could actually grapple Alex. That's true. Ulberg does have some good grappling. People forget that Ulberg has some good grappling. So, people forget that. I wonder who. You know what's funny? All the Pereira fans, mark my words, they'll be rooting against Ankalaev against Rakic. Mark my words on that. Mark my words on that. I believe that 150%. Anyone willing to set their ego aside and grapple with Alex poses a huge threat. Nikita Krylov would sub him. Nikita Krylov would sub him for sure. So, yeah, Money McClain got saved by the corrupt doctor. Facts. But nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to admit it. Why does Jamal Hill's brother rank in light heavyweight GOAT? He doesn't have a good win, so we can't rank him in the GOAT discussion. He took a hell of a sucker punch. Sadly, I'm going Rakic against Ank. That's crazy. It feels like it's bound to happen now. And everyone's like, yeah, this was the guy that was going to beat Pereira. But I guess they won't advocate for Rakic. They'll probably throw Jamal Hill in there, and they'll say Jamal Hill took it on short notice. 100% every Pereira fan is going to hate watching Ankalaev Rakic fight, even though almost every Ankalaev fan wanted Alex to win, because that's the fight we all wanted to see. Facts, and more facts. Oh, they're going to be hoping and praying. So they're going to be like, this is the guy that you guys thought was going to blah, 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 beat Pereira. Jan got brutally robbed versus Alex and completely dominated. He lost the second round, but Jan did win. I would do Jamal versus Rountree Jr. Book it in 2025. Yeah, they both coming off vicious beatings from Alex Pereira. Makes a lot of sense, boys. Coming off vicious beatings against Alex Pereira. Book them. They both got destroyed in their last fights. So, UFC going to end up matching up Ankalaev with Jamal Hill's brother just to keep him away from Pereira. I don't think Ankalaev Pereira is ever going to happen. You have to grapple a striker, take his weapons away. Imagine if Pereira went out there against Nikita Krylov and said, I'm only grappling. Imagine if Pereira went out there against Paul Craig and said, I'm only grappling. Makes no sense. It's idiotic. It's devoid of logic. It's mentally ill. It all comes down to one thing. Pride and ego. It all comes down to one thing. Pride and ego. That's all it is, boys. That's all it truly is. But listen, guys, I've almost been here for 2 hours. I'm going to get out of here. It's almost 1 a.m. I dropped my top 3 takeaways for UFC 307. If you guys could all go check that out. Like the stream before you go. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please go check out the video. It's my top 3 takeaways. Who wins, Sandhagen or Mario? I'll go Mario all day. I'm a Mario believer now. But yeah, check out that video I just linked in the chat. I would really, really appreciate it. It's a great video. I bring up some really good points that nobody's talking about. The reffing, the judging. Like it and comment on it. Boost it in the algorithm. Appreciate you guys. 30K soon. I will talk to you boys later. Predictions should be out tomorrow evening at some point. I might make another Jamal Hill video. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow. That's a quick, easy video to make. Good night. Goodbye. Like the stream. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.